Hey there! Have you ever wondered why a capital letter can hold so much power? Well, stick around because today we're diving into the important topic of capitalization and why the first I in Indigenous makes a world of difference. Oceanagad, Bailey Dagodoa. Hey everyone, I'm Bailey. I'm a tribal member of the Cherokee Nation, and I'm with Unexpected Virtual Tours and Training, where we host radically creative DEI and team building events for remote and hybrid teams. Welcome back to Coming to Terms, where we trace the roots of words and ideas that make up our world. Have you ever wondered if, or even why, the first letter in the word Indigenous should be capitalized? It might seem like a minor detail, but it holds profound significance, as even small grammatical choices can reflect cultural beliefs and values. First and foremost, when we capitalize the I in Indigenous, we are honoring and acknowledging the distinct identity of Indigenous communities. The tradition in the English language is to capitalize words that refer to specific rather than general things, including cultures, ethnicities, and groups of people. Capitalizing a word that relates to a group of people acknowledges that that group shares cultural experiences and identities. There are thousands of Indigenous groups around the world, each with its own traditions, languages, and ways of life. For a long time, the word Indigenous with a lowercase I was simply an adjective describing beings that exist naturally or inherently within a region. However, for decades, the Indigenous rights movement have made a case for Indigenous peoples, despite their diversity in cultures and locations, that share common challenges rooted in colonialism, including displacement and oppression. So, when is it appropriate to use lowercase, and when do we capitalize? We use Indigenous with a lowercase I to refer to anyone or anything that is native to a region, like how corn as a crop is indigenous to the Americas. However, the word Indigenous with a capital I refers to groups of people who share political, historical, and cultural experiences based on their Indigenous identity. Capitalizing the word describing a group can also be a way of showing respect. History has seen many examples of oppression and marginalization of Indigenous peoples, and though it may seem like a small gesture, by respecting the capitalization of Indigenous in our writing and conversations, we promote the dignity and rights of Indigenous communities. We hope you can now see how capitalizing the first letter in Indigenous is an important choice. Grammar and punctuation will never right the wrongs of the past, but language holds incredible power. Capitalizing Indigenous reflects a commitment to respect, inclusivity, and positive change. And that change can begin with realizing that our words matter, and that we can use our words to take steps in a world that truly values and honors Indigenous people. That's all our time for this edition of Coming to Terms, but we'd love to keep the conversation going in the comments. And while you're there, be sure to follow the links to some additional resources that we've included, as well as links to our live virtual DEI training and team building events. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's continue to raise awareness about these important topics and build a more inclusive and respectable world. Until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and stay in touch. Woroshki.